Devlin here with another rant on the general malaise of BS we put up with, or are forced to put up with. Okay, here it is. We'll address people who try to talk trash to you online. The trolls. The cancel culture. These kind of people are generally the absolute worst people to even pay the slightest attention to, as they want that attention any way they can get it. Good, bad, it doesn't matter, so long as they get their fix. They are lonely and impotent and perpetually seek to inject themselves into your life and try to cause as much drama as they can and ruin your self-image and your credibility to others because they have none of said aforementioned values. They never bother saying these things to your face even when invited. They will never come and try to back up these words they type online. They are the walking definition of cowardice, as they use the internet as a way to offload their frustration of their own impotence. They know they're pathetic. They know they are weak. But online, none of that matters, and they know that strong people, like myself, who would both eviscerate them logically and physically in person, will get mad when they rib us because of the sheer audacity of hiding behind the screen, where you can say anything with little consequence. So that's what these insignificant people do to cope with how underwhelming they know they are in real life. One can tell just how disgusting a troll is and how weak these people are in real life by the sheer amount of vitriol and hate they try to force down your throat over the slightest provocation or non-issue. And to remember this and separate yourself from their dumb, trollic rhetoric and play their game back to them, and eventually ignore them is the best way to mitigate their considerable insignificance. And the sad fact is that there is a lot of these invertebrates online, and therefore they are also in life. Only they act nice in person because they are fake and full of failure, and know this intrinsically. For if they dared act like they do when they are safe online, they would be bounced off the pavement like a red dodgeball and put in the hospital for being a loud-mouthed, angry, hateful loser that they truly are. The big problem is they have been taken seriously in these recent years. Let's take in particular the woke mobs of Twitter, of which I'm pretty sure is a cabal of limp-wristed, basement-dwelling trolls that maybe number in the 50s, but each have 100 or so cloned accounts that they fake up to pad their numbers so they can create the illusion of being anything sort of worthwhile, a majority or mob, who in reality deserves anything but an eye roll and a surreptitious one-fingered salute. These pathetic simians know that they are underwhelming and impotent by their very nature, and have exploited this system to suit their toxic natures, and have been slowly removing our rights to defend ourselves from them and protect themselves with laws so they can get in your face and slander you and butt into your lives under the protection of the rules that the strong have established before us and our founders, not only macerating all the efforts and sacrifices of our great founding fathers, but making a circus-like mockery of freedom and justice. These kind of people know that we want a polite society, and we want a fair nation, and they exploit both our good nature and etiquette by subverting society to mirror their ineptness and antisocial behaviors, so they can feel less like the overwhelming failures that they truly are. They will take more and more the more you let them. They will never stop, and they are empty inside and yet still full themselves for reasons that can't be defined. So far, they've been successful because nobody wants to get into conflict with what are essentially freakishly insulting and toxically violent seeming individuals. but it's all a show. They are weak and soft as Play-Doh. Now, since I've flagged this problem, I will try to offer a solution. Just ignore them, or roll your eyes and look down on them. They are nothing. Rodents. Things to be avoided, and will bring nothing to the table. They will never back up their words. Therefore, their words mean nothing. Because they know they are all lies, and they physically cannot without a huge mob of them in their vapid-minded cohorts. They are unworthy of even the most benign pity, and will not change in the environment that exists now in society. They are just pugnacious primates that are loud, and they use the loudness to make themselves seem like they're more than what they are. They are angry because they are too mentally and physically weak to back up their big, mean words. Call them what they are when you see them online, and block them so their empty words of cowardice do not affect you. Make sure everyone knows that they are hateful simpletons with a humongous inferiority complex. And also, note that if they attack you like this, you are winning. You are doing right. You are being great. Because these factors and traits burn them like fire. And they attack out of fear and jealousy. And if they are attacking you, that's an indication that you're on the right path in life. It's a reminder to speak softly, for the words of a soft tongue are easier to swallow. Thank you for your time, and know I am with you.